Well, hello, Dodger fans. Welcome to LA Dodger Report. So, the good news is in. The trade happened, and the Dodgers picked up Darvish. I got my wish. How about you? I was sorry to see Willie Calhoun go. That's too bad, but we knew the Dodgers were going to have to give up some prospect. And Willie Calhoun was probably the best to go to the American Leagues, where I think he's going to be a very good DH. He had a little trouble with his defense, and that's what cost him his Dodgers career. Good luck in Texas and the American League, Willie. Now, the good news once again is that we got Darvish, and I'm looking forward to that guy come. I've seen the naysayers who are saying, well, Darvish is having a bad season, and Darvish gave up 10 runs in his last outing. All of that is true, but I'm thinking that's due to the fact that Darvish was on a losing Rangers team. If the Rangers thought that they had a good team and if they thought they had a chance at the playoffs and the World Series, they definitely would not have dealt away a four-time All-Star. So I'm thinking that Darvish had some bad outings because he had some guys playing defense behind him that weren't doing very well. And it's also very possible that Darvish was just going through the motions, picking up his paycheck and just trying to waste away the hot summer days in Texas. But now he's got the hot summer days on the hottest team in baseball. So we're looking for those fortunes to change. As I said, Darvish is a four-time All-Star, and the other part of the good news about Darvish coming over to the Dodgers is he's got a great 8-3 average pitching against National League teams. So he does well when he pitches against National Leaguers. So that's another good point in his favor. My big question for Darvish is, can the guy hit? He's coming over to the National League. Lucky enough, he's coming to a stacked lineup where his bat won't be a factor very often. But let's hope that he can pick up some good hitting tips from Turner Ward and the other Dodger pitchers and contribute on the other side of the plate as well. Yesterday, Darvish threw a bullpen for the Dodgers. I'm not I'm not a real expert on Darvish. I didn't watch him pitch a lot of games because personally I don't watch a lot of American League. But he threw a bullpen for the Dodgers yesterday. They were impressed, and I'm going to follow their lead, and I'm going to trust them. His fastball is coming in the high 90s, and both pitching coach Rick Honeycutt and the skipper Dave Roberts both mentioned that his slider has got some nasty movement. And I love those pitches that do this kind of thing and fishtail. So I'm looking forward to that. So here we go. Darvish. Now, um, with Kershaw out, we still look like we have a very good pitching rotation. Brock Stewart pitched yesterday, and naturally he sucked because he's not really a starting pitcher. But the Dodgers love to give auditions, and that's what they did. But Stewart's pretty much going to be done with starting pitching. Now we've got a lineup with missing Kershaw. Our starting pitching rotation looks like Wood, Darvish, Hill, Ryu, Maeda. And that's not bad. Ryu and Maeda at the tail end have been pitching very well and have been steadily improving. Both of them in their last outings went long. Both of them in their last outings, Ryu and Maeda, both had the best outings of the season. So we're looking for them to continue to improve. Now when Kershaw comes back, the Dodgers are not going to run a six-man rotation. I don't think so. So somebody's going to move somewhere. Somebody's going to go to the bullpen. So the interesting duel to watch is going to be Ryu and Maeda, and we'll see if they can both keep up the pace and see who remains in the starting rotation. Somebody's going to go to the bullpen, and really, that's not a bad thing because those guys are some good monsters to come out in long relief or come in and just have a starting pitcher eventually come out of the bullpen. Not a bad thing. All right. Um, it's a hot day, man. It's hot out here in LA. I don't know where you are, but we've got hot monsoon hurricane clouds that are bringing humidity to us, and it's not very pleasant. So let's get to today's beer. And right after we taste that, I'm going to give you a couple of other little Dodger tidbits that we should look for. Um, Today's beer, did you know that today is National IPA Day? Yes, it is. So to celebrate National IPA Day, we've got an IPA from a local brewer, El Segundo Brewing. This is Bursted. Now, what El Segundo Brewing is doing is they are creating special IPAs in this series, single hops, which mean one hop is put into the beer, only one. Something that's been going on a lot in the craft beer world has been multiple hop IPAs that are just all over the place, creating complex flavors. These are very simple and they are single hopped. So here we go. This is a Cascade hop. So we're gonna trip on this and whoop, we are going to see what magic El Segundo has concocted for us. All right. I can smell it. It's got a big smell from here. Big, powerful, that familiar IPA smell. All those hops. Let's have a taste. Let's check out that color. That is a mid-gold, I would say. Let's have a taste. Slightly malty, and the hops are not overpowering. It's kind of balanced between a malt and a hop. Hop up front, malt in the rear. Not bad. And a lingering flavor that kind of drips over the side of your tongue. Aftertaste lingers. The hops linger. Yeah, not bad. I wouldn't exactly call this smooth because the flavors are so pronounced. It's not overpowering, but they are there. There's no missing these flavors in this beer. Good stuff. All right. So the last couple things I want to mention that we want to look out for. Adrian Gonzalez is starting a rehab assignment, so good luck, Adrian. The Dodgers are also going to have to play some roster bingo when Gonzalez comes back. I don't see Gonzalez being a regular everyday first baseman, certainly not to ease him in, but let's hope that Agon makes things tough by coming back and immediately being able to hit the ball, because he's going to have to shove really hard to push Bellinger off of first base. Either way, it's going to be interesting what they do. They're not going to take Belly out of the lineup, so when Agon plays, Bellinger is probably going to move into the outfield. Chris Taylor might move to second base and play his original position, which would mean easy out Forsythe is going to sit on the bench. That's my guess of what the lineup's going to look like when Agon comes back. The other thing that I wanted to mention is the Scott Van Slyke era is over. People were very, very opinionated on Scott Van Slyke. I personally liked him a lot when he first came up, but he couldn't quite break into the lineup, and he couldn't quite break in a way where he stayed regularly. He really kind of stunk it up this season and didn't do very well. So Scott Van Slyke just kind of swirled down the drain, and he ended up with Cincinnati. I'm not going to wish the guy ill. Good luck to you, SVS. I hope that you renew your career in Cincinnati. And I hope that they've got a single malt El Segundo Cascade beer for you there. Yeah, I really like the way this combines the two flavors. Like I said, it's kind of malty and hoppy at the same time. Balanced, but both tastes are certainly there, working hand in hand. Really nice. Lingering aftertaste that just kind of bounces back and forth between those two big flavors. This is a very interesting beer. El Segundo, it's a 6-point ABV. Try it out. And what else? Dodgers is going to play in a little while. They'll be playing the final game, the rubber match in Atlanta. It's 12-1 Alex Wood. So go Alex Wood, go Dodgers, and we'll see you next time. Peace.